squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and... This crowd going to... The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. And he'll step into the end zone. On the set. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Handoff from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's Jenkins. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Wilson to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose down the left side. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Handoff to the lone back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Right on the And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Boy, is that one he wishes he could have back. A total misfire. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the... UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Makes it past the marker. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The Knights moving quickly to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. And he's got really nice... Once he's out in the open field, he shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Here's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Boy, did he show it all on that. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play, and I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up, and that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. What a return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Here's the give off the left side. Still on his feet at the 35. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They'll keep it on the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll run play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working that left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Knights want to crank the tempo. Grabbed behind the line. It's Richardson. Touchdown, Knights! Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, UCF. Made the grab. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, though.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last downfield. It's Richardson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wide open downfield. Turning it on. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's in open space downfield, and they're able to get him down.
Well, going RPO in that 2nd down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up 3rd and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now. He takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this 3rd down because of the quarterback's decision.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He got it. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Grab behind the line. It's Richardson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wilson will throw. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Knights will punt this one away. And the return man will have no chance. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Wilson to pass. Begs to grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Catch in the middle. It's Richardson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Knights are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no... All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays. They needed